Hey guys, it's BNSF 9370. I'm going to do a layout update here of my track plan for the paper mill and powerhouse using some ideas that I got off of some guys that were very helpful on my last videos, gave me some replies, especially Vinny, that's with Vinny Vids, and his name on YouTube is BNSF 6951. He had some really good ideas, and I'd like to go over some of those with you, some of those changes. Vinny, hope you get a chance to watch it and see what your plan looks like in person here. So you did suggest that I use some curved turnouts on these mains to kind of extend these tracks on the inside there. The only problem with that is I've got some really oddball radiuses, so therefore it's really hard to find different radius curved turnouts. Unless you got another idea there, I'm going to go ahead and put these turnouts here. These are just number 6 turnouts. But we'll go over what exactly each track is here. Basically, you got this left-hand turnout, which comes into here, goes into a right-hand turnout. This is where I used to have this Y. This light-colored area on the foam board here is where I used to have the tracks. What I did is with the tape on the table still, I shot it with just a little bit of paint, just enough where it's not going to eat the styrofoam, and so it gives me kind of an outline of where my tracks used to be, so you can see it's a pretty big difference. But what I got here is it had a Y, and the first thing that Vinny suggested was I just need to get rid of the Y, and that's what we've done here. We've added a right hand turnout there, and it will go to a runaround track right here. And then, as you continue on down this line, you hit another right-hand turnout, which is a second part of this runaround area here. But on the very end of that, this switch just continues on, and that's for a staging area for either loaded or empty cars. Doesn't really matter. And then, as you continue on to this right-hand turnout, this is the track that I was told to add, and I think this is a good addition. This is the wood chip unloading track. The only issue I had with taking out the Y, since it opened the tracks up so much, it went around my wood chip piles. Now it's just more of a straight line. I had to put this little curve in here to a left-hand turnout for these tracks that go back to the powerhouse and the staging track right there next to it. And I don't mind that. That's not a big deal. You know, coal cars really can take some pretty tight radiuses, so I'm not too concerned about that whatsoever. And the only locomotive that'll be in this area anyway are switching locomotives, which will sit on this runaround track or on one of these staging tracks. Kind of sit here pretty much full time to run cars back and forth. Then we'll go on the other side of the main lines here, and we'll look at the buildings that I've got. This craft mill, it used to be a lot bigger than that. On my last video or 2 videos ago, said I really wasn't a big fan of cutting buildings down. Well, I'm going to eat my words on that because I watched videos and saw, you know, guys were cutting these buildings down. They got so much more building out of just that one building. You could turn them into 2 or 3, just depending on how you cut it, and ended up giving me a lot more room. The problem was I didn't have much room between this main line and where this building was going to sit. It was sitting way out here, and I can't really move it this way because I've got wood chip piles with a conveyor that goes in the top of that building, so I can't move it that way. And I can't move it any closer that way because the further you move this way, the closer to the mains it becomes. So I cut the back of it, and then that area is now this building, which I added the 2 stacks to it as a recovery boiler area, along with the actual recovery boiler house that you can buy as a kit. And I cut the back of that building off and turned it into right here. So now you've got this line of buildings with just 2 kits, now makes 4 buildings, which is awesome. So I'm a big fan of that now, and I'll eat my words. I have no problem with that. And I plan on doing it a lot more because it worked out so well. And then you got, of course, the paper mill area here. The benefit of cutting these buildings down also gives me a lot more room in this area for roads and stuff for the truck dock, and it gives you more room between that and the track there. And Also gives me some room between here and the tracks to put a road in here, and I really wanted to have a road in between this track and the craft mill area. So that opened that up, which was nice. So we'll go over the track layout on this side now. So as you come off the main line here, you go right into a right-hand switch, which comes around, and this track can go on for however long it needs to. This is kind of like a lead for this area. Since I don't have a whole lot of room to make a bunch of runaround areas and staging areas, this track here is kind of where the trains will come in, cut their cars here, and then the yard engine from here can either attach on this end, or if you continue the line all the way out here, there's a lead that leads out the back side of this left-hand switch on this end, so you can have the yard engine sitting over here or over there, so you got leads at both ends, which makes it kind of nice. And then this switch here, this right-hand turnout, turns into this little piece of track that's going to go around the end there, and that will be for tanker cars to take the waste from the craft mill, which I believe it's called black liquor. So we can get some tank cars in here. That'll be kind of nice. And then as you come back this way, you've got this left-hand turnout, which heads back to the paper mill, and this is for your box cars or your bulkhead flats or whatever. And then you got this little staging track here on the side for be either loaded or empty cars ready to be drug out of there by the yard locomotive and stuck out on this line to be picked up. So that's kind of what I got going on here. I really like the new track plans and all your guys' help with, you know, what would improve this area, and I think it's improved a lot. And I think this is going to be kind of the final plan for the track in this area. It's going to require a total of 9 right-hand turnouts and 6 left-hand turnouts to do everything in this area. And I think it'll be a lot of fun to switch this area, and you can also have trains running by all the time, which is nice. So, and along with that, with all the traffic that you're going to have on this line, dropping and cutting cars on the mains from time to time, I was told that you're going to need some double crossovers, which I do plan on putting those in as well. As you follow the main lines back behind the powerhouse here and then back over into this area, which is the mine area, there's going to be a set of double crossovers that I'm going to cut into the mains right here. And that'll take care of this side of the paper mill. And now on the other side, as you follow these mains back this way and around the corner here, back to where my wife is using it as a laundry table, I'm going to cut a couple in over there. And the backdrop will actually be right behind these buildings here. So hopefully on my next video, maybe we can get some better lighting in this area. I'm not real impressed with it right now. They're just these standard Edison-based lamps. I want to get some fluorescence down through here, kind of light this place up a little bit more. But I like the input, guys. It's really helped me out. If you guys have any more suggestions, let me know. I'm really liking this area, the layout now. This has now become my favorite area, and I really look forward to operating it and maybe get some shots of it in operation. So again, thanks everybody, especially Vinny. I really appreciate it. You guys need to go check out his YouTube channel. He guys got a lot of nice stuff there. He does a lot of scrap or, you know, different scratch builds and stuff. They look really nice. I mean, it's almost like Cornerstone and Walther's kits. They're just that nice. You can't really tell a difference. So you guys go check him out and go ahead and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. I'll take constructive criticism quite well, so go ahead. If you don't like it, let me know. If you like it, let me know as well. So just stay tuned for another update here within the next couple weeks when we get some track laid and get some lighting and maybe get the backdrops hung. So thanks for watching.